Pango's gonna start becoming really hard to kill. He's gonna be able to play like a maniac, which is going to enable the dazzle, good lassos to happen. I like Navi's item.
Well, what's the preferred itemization for Underlord, like the item progression?
Let's see how these matchups end up going. I'm looking a lot at mid lane. I know bottom is a pretty exciting one because it's going to be a lot of trading back and forth between them. But this is a very skill matchup between the Pango and the Puck. You know, dodging the shield crashes with the phase shift and whatnot.
They'll get that first buff with the chase down. Yeah, able to manage to close in with the sort of damage and slow the Thunderstrike and Reflection.
Definitely have to be quite scary because Zayats is also committed for the 2 points in sticky, so it's not going to be a Firefly build-up. He's going to need those stacks to do damage.
They get a glimpse onto Zayats. Meta's up, and they'll find the kill. Zayats gone. PMA's trying to battle against Yatora, but Yatora's perfectly fine. Plenty of one charges that he's still sitting on.
Perhaps a bit of an uncomfortable position, right? He's actually not been able to do what he wants to in terms of being able to pressure. And now PMA, there's another rotation.
They get the glimpse in. PMA, he's gone. More glory here for Yatora, and in fact,
and a stun.
Connection there with the bushwhack onto Zayats. Zayats will be fine. Panto himself falling very low. Zayats, can he get the kill in return? He can. So a little bit of something there for Navi on that bottom lane, but all in all, Yatora getting involved in quite a bit of positive action on the safe lane. Again, just this early time that they have to be working around 30 seconds until Meta's back up on Yatora. So if they want to make a move, they've got to do it soon.
Bringing Nico, he's low on mana, but he's got to roll. He's got enough.
Yeah, Yatora, he'll fall there. So Navi do exactly what's necessary. They're striking in between those meta timings. They get the kill.
Spirit will respond.
They're ready to go. They're going to look towards Niku first. He's in a lot of trouble. Shallow Grave will only buy him a little bit of safety, but the coil locks him down. There's nowhere for him to run.
I'm surprised how they stuck for that. Like, just hitting the tower with 0 creeps as well. I know they really wanted to pressure it, but didn't see the puck. They set themselves up for that coil.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, because they must have been aware, right?
Yeah, Yatora is considering it right now. He's coming through the gate. So twin gating up top, so they're going to be having 4 now. Spirit.
They're able to open with the stun into the silence. Back upstairs. Static Storm's going to get dropped down as well. They really wanted to try and burst through the jug. They couldn't quite. Got the juice, is going to be fine. The arena's dropped down, only catches onto Zayat. As the heals start to be pumped out from Na'Vi with the healing ward, and the heals coming in from Riddies. He'll grave himself for now, but as the ult comes to an end as well as the grave, he will fall. So Spirit, they're able to find the 2 support kills.
Radiant are scanning.
We'll see down bottom. It's a setup here with the glimpse onto PMA. And they're going to have the damage by the looks of it. Big burst coming in. Sharpshooter from Rue. Not a chance for PMA still at this point. Even with that kind of cloak picked up on his way towards the pipe. Not enough to survive through this effort from Spirit.
He picked up the cloak right after.
Oh, okay.
He was waiting. Yeah, he was saving gold.
Maybe he would have lived a little longer with it, but yeah, it was a lot of damage.
But yeah, I mean, he was holding the gold. Maybe deciding if he did want to go for the pipe. But yeah, it's absolutely a pipe game. It feels like he's going to need it, and when they have it, they're going to have to try to take that fight. Because it does feel like Spirit's getting a bit too much space at the moment. Top.
Oh, look at it. It's a good Omni Slash onto Collapse. And they should have him here. We'll try and push him back with the spear, but the Blade Fury's out. So Na'Vi able to find that chance to get Collapse on his own.
Na'Vi. This feels like they're in a... this is their timing if they do want to look for a fight. They have the pipe, but Zayas gets caught first.
Yeah, instantly. As soon as he shows, Panto just drops the Static Storm onto him. Got the juices, going to try and chase them down. Panto should be the one to fall here. The glimpse will momentarily send PMA back up towards the top. He'll end up just sticking up there as the fight's over. Doesn't want to go back down. Ends up just being the support for support trade. Up top, Yatora. They're going to look to make the move on towards him. He's trying to run, but the slows are coming in as well as the rolling thunder. Yatora, can he get the chance to find a target for a Sunder? He should be fine. They're going to settle for Lyle instead as Lyle's pushing back Riddies. Collapses in with the jump. He's got the Reen at the ready. He's able to lock down the 2 of them. I mean, Niku's trying to roll out, but the roll comes to an end. PMA gets burst through, and now Niku's in trouble. The bushwhack's there. They catch the Pango. A grave will come out from Riddies, but Niku has no mana left to escape and collapse. He'll continue to chase down Riddies at the same time. Spear was off the mark. He's going to have Soul Ring and God's Rebuke in a second, but doesn't want to dive the tower for it. So Riddies actually gets away. Can he catch him before the Blade Fury TP? That's the question. He might just be able to. There's the jump. Panto gets the setup onto Got the Juice. The power there with the Blink Dagger Disruptor. And PMA's tried to help out, but Got the Juice is dead. He's trying to get back through the rift. But the Bushwhacks, they're still pretty tanky. If they've got anything else to stop him from going through the portal, they don't.
No.
So PMA will be able to get back out as soon as he gets in.
So Lotus Orb finished on the Mars too, so Collapse, he could counteract a lot of their damage. He can stop a lasso and an Omni.
They burst Yatoro, there's the lasso. They've got the opening into the Rolling Thunder. A little bit awkward, but it still gets the job done.
Nice play. Can they find more? They have 40 seconds.
He's looking for it. Hello? Gonna drop the coil for this effort onto Zayats. Spirit ready to follow up. NAVI are watching this to consider if they want to try and fight back. Zayats gets caught by the glimpse. The back goes down. He'll actually get the lasso off. Doesn't matter. Gets put to an end. Arena dropped down onto two of them. But Nico was able to get the Rolling Thunder off in time. He's straight up the two of them. Collapse gets caught. They'll look towards Yatoro. Yatoro is able to get the Sunder off back to full HP. See if he can continue to push forward. They get the glimpse back. He's going to be able to dodge that there, Niku. Doesn't get dragged back this time. Jump forward from Panto. And the strike on a Riddies. Yatoro trying to push forward. He's got the Grave here to buy him a little bit of time, Riddies, but Lyle jumps forward once more. Riddies' Grave comes to an end. The Bushwhack to clip on towards him. Spirit are able to push forward and take the 2 kills. Lyle continues to try and fish for more here behind the tier 2 tower, but Na'Vi should be able to remain safe with the rest of them.
And that's not even in the arena. Yesterday we had the Omni work through the arena, but not versus this fast.
Omni slash. Are we missing something?
I'm checking if there was a glimpse.
I mean, maybe it's still, like, as you said, the issue with the arena, even though he wasn't in the arena, just the fact that arena's in the game, and apparently when arena's in the game, sometimes it just means that Omni Slash ain't gonna do no Omni Slashing. Anyway, back in action. He's dead. Got the Juice caught out top. It's starting to get pretty messy for Na'Vi, as that Zayat not gonna be saved here by the heels of Riddies. Lal ready to continue the chase. A third pickup here as Spirit are able to push forward on this top lane, and in fact just swing over towards the mid. They're not done with the killing. They're looking for PMA. They get the glimpse back onto the Underlord. Niku trying to rectify things here with the Rolling Thunder.
They don't have their
damage right now. It's decent control onto Yatoro, but not enough to allow him to finish the kill. Yatoro can turn, take out PMA, and now Niku low on the mana. Sunder down low, an aggressive Sunder there from Yatoro sets him up for him to be dragged back. It's a team wipe, Fogs. Na'Vi, they are going to have to do some crazy stuff to regain control of this game, as it's slipping away from them completely.
And it could just stop also, remember.
It could. We're going to keep our eyes on those Omnis. The Juice.
Niku. They're in.
Roll in. Opening onto the supports. They have to jump forward as well. They're able to burst through Panto. That's one of them. They now turn their efforts over towards Rue. At least Niku will continue to control him with the Rolling Thunder. Rue. Into the tree line, jumps down to the low ground with the sharpshooter, but Nico is able to chase forward with the blink.
The headband.
Back. I mean, Rue might just be able to make it unless the swashbuckle hits. Is he gonna get him? Oh. Rue's out.
The headband play. That was sick. She survives because of it. Nicely done. They've got the Force Staff now on Zayat, so they have a way to break the Lincolns. Can he catch Laurel? Can he finally get a good lasso here? He's the one caught first.
He could be up from Zayats, though. Gonna try and turn, collapses in with the jump against the Arena Spirit out of the 2 of them. He'll catch both, got the Juice and Riddies, got the Juice getting caught by the follow-up. Bushwhack is getting locked down. He'll finally get the Omni Slash off. Good bashes as well. Allows him to bring down Lar. He'll now turn his attention over towards Yatoro. Blade Fury here as he stands his ground against the Terror Blade. Now looks to try and chase down Rue, but Rue too speedy. He's able to scurry off to the distance, and Niku, he'll die during the silence there from the Orchid of Yatoro. Got the Juice, he's got to be cautious. He's on the retreat, but Yatoro and Rue, they're looking for the chase down. He'll try and stand his ground against Rue, but the E-Blade's there. Rue able to stay alive. He has top for the Blade Fury TP out, so got the Juice at least able to bail out at the end of that. The rest of his team, though, not quite as fortunate as everyone else on Na'Vi goes down.
Hex on Collapse now too, so he has a lot of control.
That's the jump. Static Storm Arena, they'll drop it for Zayats, and they'll get him. Riddy's not able to pull off the Grave to provide him any sort of safety. They will commit in return on towards Collapse. He'll try and back up with another fire and the Rolling Thunder come in to play the bashes from Got the Juice. But now they've got to be careful of Yatoro. He's turned up to the front of the fight. Lyle jumping in onto Riddies. They will lose Rue, but Rue, he does have buyback available if they want to try and commit for this fight. Na'Vi themselves, they have the buyback coming out for Zayats.
Gotta see the back line, though. You have to see this Hoodwink and Disruptor. They've been so pesky.
It's a good angle. Rue, he's starting to scurry away, though. They're looking for him in the trees. They won't find him, and already Lyle's jumping over, pushing back the Dazzle, separating Riddies from the rest of the team. Lyle will drop the coil down, locking Nico in position for now. The physical damage flying through Yatoro. They'll get the grave off, but the Spirit Arena catching onto the both of them. Riddies is gone. Got the Juice trying to step up. See what he's able to do now in the rest of this fight. The Omni Slash there. Enough to cut down Rue. Taking down Collapsing Yatoro seems a pretty impossible task. He's considering turning back and will actually be able to get the pick up on the Illusion Rune. Now turns attention over to Real Yatoro. Gets the bash from Yatoro. He's down the ones. That's the Aegis gone. Can he take him out a second time? I don't think so. Collapse. He'll get the setup here with the Hex, allowing for the drag back of the Glimpse. Yatoro back up to full HP. Got the Juice trying to stand his ground against Yatoro, but Yatoro's got all the backup necessary to ensure that he's able to win the brawl, take down the Jug there with the help of Lyle. Off this bottom final set of barracks as the Mega Creeps are out. Na'Vi, will they get one final fight? It's looking pretty grim. 20 seconds till PMA, 40 seconds until Got the Juice. The tier 4's falling. Spirit ready to close this game up. Fortification buys them a little bit of time. Static Storm dropped here as well to make sure that Na'Vi don't get the chance to throw anything down onto Lyle and Collapse. He's just into the fountain, spears them out, drops the arena, catches Riddies and Niku. He'll get Lasso deep into the fountain. E-Blade's there, giving him safety, and of course at the same time, Yatoro's closing the game up. GG is called. Spirit to take the win here.